From November 11th to November 15th, Anakbayan UW mobilized to San Francisco to confront the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum, or APEC, at the heads of state meetings. APEC is an annual series of meetings where governments and private businesses across 21 so-called member economies collude to promote global neoliberalism.
I'm actually here to ask y'all some questions, so y'all can engage with me on what neoliberalism looks like here in the U.S., especially for workers. So raise your hand here if you have more than one job. You can put your hands down, thank you. Raise your here if you are a contractualized worker. And then last one, who here doesn't have any free benefits like healthcare through their job or even through the state? Okay, so you all know what neoliberalism looks like.
We're all in it.
Yeah, so the three characteristics of neoliberalism and what is embodied into APEC, right, is the privatization, deregulation, and liberalization. And that's all that shapes our life here in the U.S. We don't have a healthcare that sustains us. We don't have a livelihood at all that sustains us. We have to go here living with 2 jobs, sometimes 3. My brother has 5.
The policies presented at APEC directly impact our lives as students and workers by placing the interests of profit over the needs of people. Our homelands as people of the Asia-Pacific region are devastated by neoliberal policies, opening ancestral land up for land grabs by greedy corporations, dismantling labor protections, and smoothing the process to move profit across borders, all while worsening conditions force us and our families out. Big businesses backing APEC get to widen their profit margins, and neoliberal leaders get their support, but at our expense.
We spent our first day in the Bay learning from union leaders, community organizers, fellow students, and more people at the People Summit, with the theme of planet and people over profit and plunder. We attended workshops, met with other Anakbayan organizers from around the country, and heard directly from people and communities who have faced some of the most violent impacts of APEC and its member economies.
I lost 2 of my dear friends and comrades, William Bugatti in 2014 and Ricardo Mayumi in 2018 at the hands of state agents. I was also threatened and harassed. I was placed under surveillance. The week before, members of the 54th Infantry Battalion of the Philippine Army shot me in front of my daughter, in front of my home on August 6, 2019. They have visited me at my house and office looking for me. I know firsthand that the backdoor trade deals peddled by APEC will not benefit the people. They only benefit the corporations and imperialist countries like the United States. In fact, I have no doubt that the bullets lodged in my body today are paid by our taxpayer dollar. Today, I am proud to be standing with you, metaphorically speaking, in fighting back against APEC, against state and political repression, against corporate greed and power, against the wealthy elite, against the plunder of our planet, against foreign domination of our peoples.
We won't dismantle neoliberalism just by learning about it. We have to take action. For the rest of the week, our members took to the streets to shut down APEC and confront the number 1 enemy of our people, the fascist U.S. Marcos regime.
We want Marcos to hear us before he makes decisions for us without us! We also hear that Marcos was selected as a keynote speaker for, quote-unquote, intentional equity and sustainability. But where is the equity? Where is the equity if there is no intention of granting justice to Brandon Lee, who survived an assassination attempt? Where is the sustainability when there is no intention of stopping the bombs on our peasant communities? And where is the equity if Jen and Jamila, youth and environmental activists, are still missing to this day?
This weekend solidified for many of us a constant truth that has been proven time and time again throughout history. We can only win what we are organized enough to take. People power, not the goodwill of neoliberal leaders, is what will free us. As the global economic crisis worsens, as wars and genocides perpetuated for profit continue to ravage our homelands, we know that we must turn to each other, that we must get organized.
Palestinians in Gaza, since the second week, have had a child eat first policy. That means that children get to eat first. That means that they get to drink first. If the only people left over by the end of this are the children, at least we have the future. That was a collective agreement between 2.4 million people, right? 1.2 million adults. And with a spirit like that and a commitment like that, how could we not do something about this?